Okay. What's up, guys? It's Adam here, aka Anti-Cena Guy, coming at you Wrestlemania 42 Night 1 review. I'm exhausted, guys. I mean, WrestleMania Night 1 came out really late here in the UK. Started at midnight. You know, I'm burnt out. And after watching this pay-per-view, I can dare say I'm even more burnt out, because while I was watching this pay-per-view, I was nodding in and out of a coma, like, you know. Overall, WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania 42, it was good, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome type of feel. Not until it got to like the main event. There's a few dibs and dabs here which I did like, but I'm going to be perfectly honest, for a WrestleMania, it's not one of those WrestleManias I'd watch again in the far future. Not like WrestleMania 17, 18 or 19 or anything even close to that. This WrestleMania 42 Night 1 overall, good pay-per-view, especially the main event, which I'll get to in just a moment. But as of right now, let's go through this list, and I'll go through each one, match one by one, and tell you what I honestly think. Excuse me, I'm so fucking burnt out. When I review WrestleMania Night 2, I'll be more awake because I'll be watching it straight after work, and I won't be watching it all through the night either. It's on live tonight, but I'll be watching it, you know, pre as always, you know. First of all, John Cena is the host of WrestleMania, and he comes out and welcomes everyone to WrestleMania. It was like jogging to the ring, you know. He wasn't like running to the ring like he always did. You can tell this guy's going to have some serious back issues in the far future after everything that he's been through in his career, you know. But he's there now in a suit. That's what his daily job is now. He comes out in a suit, like Corporate Cena or Corporate Kane or anything like that, you know, and welcomes everyone to WrestleMania. In the first match, the Usos and LA Knight defeated Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Show Speed. Okay, little opener. You know, this wasn't like an amazing six-man tag team match. You know, I'm sick of the Usos now. Like I said, they've been in WWE like for fucking forever. I like Logan Paul. I know a lot of people give him shit, saying that he's no good in the ring. Well, I think that's bullshit. I think he's great in the ring. I don't know how I feel about him teaming up with Austin Theory, being the tag team champions. But, you know, if you're going to give Austin Theory a role, I suppose make him a champion of some sort. I mean, it won't hurt him to be in a tag team with Logan Paul, I suppose. But the highlight of this match was definitely the ending, where the LA Knight got the victory for the team, and Logan Paul started pushing Show Speed around, bullying him, and then Show Speed did a splash on Logan Paul through the announce table with the help of the Usos to get his WrestleMania moment. Not a bad little opener. Again, not the best six-man tag team match of WrestleMania history, but an okay little opener. It was fine. The second match, Jacob Fatu defeated Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. Now, I don't know whether to enjoy this match or feel bad for Drew McIntyre. I mean, Drew McIntyre's on a big losing streak right now in WWE. He's one of WWE's highest treasures. You know, we just got out of him having a feud with Cody Rhodes, you know, for the WWE title. I felt really bad for Drew McIntyre when he finally won the WWE title, only to lose it straight away to Cody Rhodes. You know, and now he's in an unsanctioned match at WrestleMania and he loses that match as well. I mean, would it really hurt to give Drew McIntyre a nice win at WrestleMania? For the match itself, it was hardcore, you know. There was chair shots. There was even a scene, you know, where Drew McIntyre was using like this wrench, this spanner, scratching it on Jacob Fatu's head and all that kind of thing. There was moments where they went through tables and... But for an unsanctioned match, it wasn't... Compared to all the other unsanctioned matches we've had in WWE, this wasn't the best one. I'd say even the unsanctioned match that Sami Zayn had with Kevin Owens was better than this. You know, where Kevin Owens pulled out that barbed wire steel chair, although he never used it. It was nice to see. But all I'm saying is, it was a okay match. It was hardcore. It was okay. No blood or anything. You know what I mean? Which you expect to see in an unsanctioned match. But I like Jacob Fatu and I like Drew McIntyre. But it would have just been nice to have seen Drew McIntyre pick up a victory, a nice victory for a change. But I like Jacob Fatu, so therefore I don't mind who won. But it would have been nice to see Drew McIntyre win this match. But for an unsanctioned match, there's been better ones in the past. That's all I'm saying. Love the action in it though. It was nice to see weapons involved and all that kind of shit. So, not bad. And in the third match, Brie Bella and the returning Paige defeated Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley and Lyra for the WWE Tag Team belts. The highlight of this was seeing Paige return. You know, and I love Paige. I've met her. You know, she's a sweet woman. She loves her fans. She's a bit of a hugger, you know. And it was nice to see Paige come back. She took Nikki Bella's place because Nikki Bella's got that ankle injury. And there was even a moment at ringside where Nikki Bella used a crutch to hit the opponent with. In my opinion, the right people won. Brie Bella. I don't know how... It's strange that Paige is now tag team champions with her. You might have thought... They might have saved it until Nikki Bella's injury got healed, so she could be proper tag team champions with her sister. That would have made more sense, but it's wonderful to see Paige come back to WWE. But how I feel about being tag team championships, WWE. I'm still tired, everyone. Forgive me. Tag team champions with Brie Bella. I don't know how I feel about that. But if I was to pick anybody to win this match, it would have been them. You know, because I'm not a fan of Nia Jax or Lash Legend, and Flair and Alexa, they could do better as singles competitors. Bayley is now underused, and Lyra, she's a future star, but I don't know. And this was for the tag team championships, and I don't think WWE in a good position right now with the tag team division in the women's division. You know, mind you, I've said that about the men's tag team. I mean, who the fuck are the WWE tag team champions at the moment? I know Logan Paul and Austin Theory are the world tag team champions, but who's the tag team champions? I have no fucking idea. That's how fucking far behind I am. So, okay. In the fourth match, Becky Lynch defeated AJ Lee to become the new Intercontinental Champion. They did their own entrances. AJ Lee had all these little girls coming out skipping to the ring like she does, and... the match, okay, you know, it wasn't like an historic Intercontinental title match, and the ending was fucked up, man. I mean, Becky Lynch took off the padding off the turnbuckle. There was a scene where she argued a little bit with the referee, and then Becky Lynch pulls the referee in front of her, and AJ Lee connects with the referee, and you can tell by the angle of this camera shot, it wasn't really hit that effectively. But then again, AJ Lee hit her head off the turnbuckle, Becky Lynch did a finisher, pinned her and won the belt. Again, not the best Intercontinental title match of all time, you know, and the ending they could have worked on a little bit better with that, because I've noticed with that referee, she's always doing lots of fucking angles where she's botching, you know, and I think that botched this ending up and kind of fucked it over, but... I like Becky Lynch, I like AJ Lee, so I don't mind who wins, but the ending could have been worked on a little bit better in this match. Now, this match I enjoyed. Gunther defeated Seth Rollins because Braun Baker returned and hit some spears to Seth Rollins, and Gunther choked out Seth Rollins with the sleeper hold. Okay. Now, I'm a big Gunther fan, everybody. He's a beast. I always love watching his matches. You know, he's very technical, and I like the way he, does all his wrestling moves and how he carries himself to the ring. I'm a big Gunther fan. Apparently, I think he's like my favourite wrestler right now in WWE, Gunther, because he's one of those guys that doesn't fuck about. I know a lot of people have fucked off with him because he retires all the legends, and now he's called the career killer and all that. But big fucking deal. You know, if you're going to push somebody, push Gunther. Because he truly deserves it, in my opinion. And for him to get a victory over Seth Rollins, I was happy about that. But again, the ending could have been worked off a little bit better in this. I mean, Bron Baker hit some spears, but when he hits the spears, if you watch closely, the spears didn't really connect to Seth Rollins as good as they could have. You know, especially the second one on the ramp. You know, where he runs down from the ramp, hits Seth Rollins with the second spear, and he hooks Paul Heyman at the end. You can tell clearly he's not really hitting the spear that effectively, you know what I mean? So it could have been worked on. But this was a good technical match between Gunther and Seth Rollins. Again, kudos to Seth Rollins and Gunther for putting on a good match. I mean, this has to be my second favourite match of the night. My favourite match of the night was the main event. But Gunther and Seth was definitely up there. Really enjoyed it. The sixth match, Liv Morgan defeated Stephanie Bakir for the Women's World Championship with help of outside interference. There's a lot of outside interferences tonight, everybody. Fine match. Again, this wasn't like a WrestleMania Women's Championship match type feel. You know, it was good, but it wasn't, oh my god, this is awesome type of thing. It was like a standard Women's World Championship match, you know, and there was outside interference. That retard Dominic Mysterio came out at the end and hugged Liv Morgan after when she won the belt. Keeping in mind he's got the Demon Finn Balor on night 2. It'll be a kick in the balls if Dominic Mysterio beats the Demon on night 2, but due to outside interference, Liv Morgan picked up the victory and she defeated Steph and became the Women's World Championship. So, am I excited about this? I suppose. But there's a side of me that like really doesn't care either. I mean, I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know if it was because I watched this pay-per-view when I was really tired or what. But like I said at the start of this review, it's definitely not the greatest WrestleMania of all time. And night 2s always end up being better than night 1s when it comes to WrestleMania. But again, this felt like a standard pay-per-view, this WrestleMania. I mean, I enjoyed it to some extent, but it's like not one of those WrestleManias I'd rewatch again in the far future. Pretty forgettable, some of these things at WrestleMania. I mean, now the main event, Cody Rhodes defeated Randy Orton. But the ending was great. And what was so great about this match, it wasn't very long, but it was hardcore and it was bloody. Both Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes were covered in blood in this match, which was really nice to see. That's what I like to see in WWE feuds, a lot of blood, because it makes storylines believable when it comes to violence and hatred. Pat McAfee went through a table and got carried out in a stretcher. There's even a moment where he came out as a referee and Randy Orton gave him the RKO. He also gave the RKO to Charles Robinson. And again, I think the wrong guy won. Randy Orton should have won, but at least there was a WrestleMania moment at the end of it. When Cody Rhodes gave the crossroads to Randy Orton and retained, Randy Orton gave Cody Rhodes the pump kick. You know, we've not seen that in a long time. So, although the wrong guy won, I would have loved to have seen Randy Orton be victorious tonight. There was speculation that Randy Orton was going to this match full of pain, like according to all the WWE resources on the internet. But wrong guy won. I wanted Randy Orton to win this match, but although he was the wrong guy who won, I was kind of happy that they made a WrestleMania moment at the very end where he did the pump kick, and this match was very violent, and that's what I like to see. But there's your WrestleMania Night 1, everybody. So overall, mediocre. It's like, you know, for WrestleMania, you know, this could have been done better, but there's a few things I didn't care about, but there's a few things I really liked. I was happy to see Paige return. I enjoyed Gunther's match and I enjoyed Cody Rhodes' match. So there's the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton match I really enjoyed. Yeah, blood and everything, but wrong guy won. Gunther and Seth Rollins I really enjoyed because I like to see Gunther wrestle. And Paige returning. And those are your WrestleMania Night 1 highlights. So, overall everyone, I'm going to wrap this up right now and just say WrestleMania Night 2 I'll be more fully awake, so hopefully I'll enjoy it more. Again, I'm looking forward to like the ladder match for the championship. I'm looking forward to Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Brock and Femi, I've got mixed emotions about that because that won't be a classic match. You know, there's 20 years apart from them two guys. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a squash match, you know, to open up WrestleMania. But who fucking knows? But all I'm going to say is night one, everybody. It was okay. Not the greatest of all time, not the worst of all time. It was just mediocre. It felt like a mediocre regular pay-per-view, you know, like I don't know, a No Way Out or a Backlash or a Judgment Day, you know what I mean, or a SummerSlam. It did feel like more of a SummerSlam pay-per-view than it did WrestleMania, and that's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to head out of here right now and put my head down. Next time you see me reviewing this night 2, I'll be fully awake, and it'll be after work. So we'll see where we go from here, everyone. Thanks for watching this for night 1, everybody. Peace out. Have a nice day. Hopefully I'll be full of hype and full of fucking joy after watching night 2, but I'm exhausted right now. Peace out, everyone. Yay.